Okay, I'm going to show you the classic way in which a lot of people do the cardio capoeira classes, do their Chibatas and their Agu style kicks. I already informed you that the Agu style kicks in the more correct African terminology, using Agayu and Osun as a base. And every Orisha has it, but each Orisha manifests it in a different way. Agayu, this is the boulder roll, and Osun is the water wheel. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Chibata and the way in which the cardio capoeiristas do this technique. And remember that they have a great deal of fun and good exercise, etc., so on and so forth. But what they don't do is train for self-defense. And so all of their techniques that they claim is a dance fight really don't have any fight to it. And when you apply them in a fight, you see it right away. You see it right away. You have something like this happen. Stand back a little bit so you can get some space. Okay. You'll see them. First thing they'll do is they don't really set their techniques up well. So when you throw the kick the first time, the person will just lean backwards out the way or duck, and you wind up fanning nothing but air. You get great exercise though. You're not doing any damage. All right. So you look something like this. All right. You're facing the person. Okay. And then you do your step back jinga. All right. You step forward and kick, and they just step back and you look stupid. You just fan the air in front of them. You didn't do anything. Or they can just duck under your kick. They'll step back or they'll duck under. So you can do your jinga, right? And they step forward and they'll duck right under you. And you look, well, it looks like what happens in the hole all the time. That's what you've really been training to do. If you're a cardio capoeirista, throw your kick in such a way so that your partner can avoid the kick, which will not help you in self-defense. Okay? The other types of thing that can happen is they could block your kick and then and begin to counter. So the first thing that will happen is, because the camera's over here, I'm going to be throwing my left leg so you can see it, and see the counter that's thrown to you. So they can block the kick. You can do your jinga right here, then step forward, and they'll block the kick. Push it down. You see? Or they'll block the kick, catch the kick, and they'll counter you all kinds of ways. They can kick you, they can rush you, just drive you into the ground and stomp you, punch you, kick you and pull you into punches, all kind of things you don't like. They can you'll do your jinga and your kick, and they'll catch your kick and they'll kick you for it. It'll look something like this. Okay? So here, right? Step forward, and then Chibata, wrap it, and you get kicked. You haven't trained for that because in cardio capoeira you're not supposed to kick them, and they most definitely are not supposed to kick you back. Okay? So another thing that can happen is they can block your kick, wrap it, and just run you into the ground, and then stomp you while you're on the ground. So it looks like this. Here, all right, step forward, go to kick, they block here, boom, kick, oh no. Now you're looking like a doormat, okay? With all kinds of shoe marks over you. You just look like a shoe store, okay? Or you can throw the kick and they'll block it, and they can just punch you, they can jerk you into stuff, they can do all kind of things, So you go over here, exactly like your cardio capoeira mestre who can't fight either taught you to do, all right? Step down, you throw the kick, boom, and block it, boom! Woo, that wasn't fun, okay? And they can do all kinds of things like that you do not want to happen, okay? That's why we don't do it this way. We don't do any of those techniques that way. What we do is we first apply our milicia, all right? Bring the camera a little closer here so I can talk to you for a moment. Okay? What we first do is we apply our milicia, our cunning, our misdirection, our intelligence, our life experience, so we can make whoever our opponent is think we're not doing what we actually wind up doing. Okay? So, the most common response to this type of movement is they'll slip back and they'll punch you. Okay? Back up a little bit. So when you do it the cardio capoeira way, what likely happens is she'll just step back and punch you for it, okay? And it'll look something like this. Here, right? You step forward, you throw the kick, and step back, and boom! You wind up getting hit. They didn't teach you about that in cardio capoeira. They will definitely teach you about that in the streets if you try it, okay? So knowing that our opponent will counter, we set up our ATACX compulsive please. Knowing that our opponent will counter, punches, grabs, kicks, stomps, and whatever else, we set up our offensives with our opponent's countering in mind. So what we do is, okay, we compel them to respond to an attack, which opens up our actual target of interest, okay? So we'll be here in our fighting stance, okay? And then we'll jinga with our right leg, punch with our left, here, okay? Like that. We'll punch with a fist, or we'll open up our palm and strike this way. And there's a good reason why we do this. When we go with the fist, we're trying to get greater speed, be less telegraphic, okay, and do a little bit more damage. When we open up the palm and we strike here, we're going to be like that. That's what happens. There's a blinding effect. They can't see what happens. They can't see what happens. That's exactly what we want, because that triggers the defensive response. People will cover or they'll pull back. Or sometimes they'll cover, pull back, and step. All of these things together, which is perfectly fine. They walk right to what we want to be done. Okay? So, what I want you to do now is pay close attention right here. Come a little closer here. I want you to see what happens. When I step forward and throw the punch, you know, there'll be a specific kind of defensive response. Everybody does it. They'll lean back, they'll block, they'll slip, they'll respond defensively, which is what we want them to do. Okay, we'll go here, do that. Okay, they'll shoot the hand here like that, and that sets them up for our attack. Okay, we'll go back to the most common response. They'll tend to lean back and fire. Okay, so what that tends to looks like when you do it properly is this. Or go here, boom, and then boom. See that kick is right there, right in the body. All right, let me show you again so you can see it more clearly. All right, step back a little bit so they can see it. Okay. What it is it'll look like this. Now you go here, and then boom, right into the body, right into the body. Tell them what that felt like. Tell them what that felt like.
Irritating.
It was irritating.
Yes.
What was so irritating about that?
Because you're trying to get your punch off, you like, girl, get off me. They're just like, right.
And it also gives you a significant advantage in this way. When your opponent is seeking to hit you, and you've already transitioned to the out, what you want to do is changing the classic Chibata movement, which is this, to a matelo, all right, which is here. Okay? Now I'll show you how to land the classic Chibata in a minute. Okay? But the key, the advantage is, as your upper body is completely removed from the plane of countering for your opponent. What's happening here is you've gone here and you're already outside of their weapons to counter. They can't counter you in time. So, and you've magnified the power of your rear leg attack, which they don't even see coming. Because when you throw your initial punch, it's going toward the face, and they can't see this coming. They're expecting another punch. Okay? So when you slow it down, even if you miss the punch, they lean back or they block. When they counter, your head is gone. The act of them countering puts them right into the line of your counter kick. That's what you want to do. Okay? Same thing with the classic Chibata. Okay? I'm gonna throw with my right leg and also throw with my left. Exact same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and blitz out this way, jingle blitz this way, and use my right leg to throw the classic Chibata, And the way to do that is you're facing your opponent. Same type of thing. You're gonna step out. You're gonna throw the malicia. Okay. What you're gonna do here is you're gonna cause a defensive reaction from them. Okay. You're gonna jingle forward, heel palm, jingle forward, back fist. You know, jingle forward, right punch. This foot is gonna set you up with the jingle motion so you can follow with the classic movement, which is you're gonna be here, step forward, throw. Can you see me really good? Okay, good. All right. Okay. What you're gonna do here is you're going to push forward jinga, and this hand is going to come down. So, just a moment here. We got to come a second. Okay. What you're going to do here is you're going to push forward here, and that's when this kick comes. That's when this kick comes. All right. And the way this works is you're going to actually transition. Okay. How did that compare? How did that feel? What was that about?
It was so disrespectful.
It was disrespectful.
You just kicked me like outside of the frame and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it coming. I was just like, okay. I thought it was a kick to the body, it was a kick to the upper body, and I'm just gone.
That was the plan. Okay. Again, the malicia. What you're going to do here is, as you're harnessing the motion energy you have of jingling out, striking here, striking with the lead hand. Okay. What I tend to do from years of training is, I'll strike and get an angle, fire with this right hand as I'm transitioning, putting my left hand down. So, what I will do here is, okay, most fighters are right-handed, okay? So, in real life, I start giving the balancha right here, the balancha, and you keep moving here, and that's when I take off. I start attacking the back here. So, here, and I fire here. That right here, boom, to get a defensive response. And an active chambering here, bring my hand closer to the ground, because I already know I'm going to go into our Chibata. So I'll go here, boom, right behind. And there's a reflexive mechanism in the human body. Once you hit one defense, you fire the second, there becomes a rechambering that. See that? The hands come down. That's what allows you to get the Chibata in. The Chibata is at a very unique angle. It's not like a knee or a roundhouse. What happens is it looks like it's coming low, but then it comes high. So you go here, as this hand transition. You go here, boom! And it's I've done it in real fights before. I'm the kind of guy who thinks that's funny. I've landed on people who very much deserved it. And they had these very unique, comical expressions on their face. They were falling down. They were going like, I dare to believe the defeat. And they fall down. And it's pretty hilarious to me. But you can tell by the reaction that it's not necessarily the most fun thing in the world being thrown at you. What were you thinking?
What just hit me? That's what I'm thinking. At first you just like, hold on. When he throws the second punch, you're like, I got this. It's about to go low. So you're like, I'm about to block this. And I'm about to backhand punch you. And you just go down and go up high. You just like, wait a minute. Change the plan.
Okay, so what I want you to do is practice that. Practice the out Chibata. High. I want you to practice looking low. Hands here high, you can throw into the thighs, you can go into the legs. So if you're going to go for a sweep, you want to attack from the back. You're going to go the opposite direction. You want to drive them backwards and then Chibata the opposite direction. So you want to actually take a double Ginga step. You look here, step here, and that step there. Okay. It looks like, are you paying attention?